Oh, it's on. The rap internet just imploded again, because NBA YoungBoy has officially clapped back after NLE. The Great dropped his new track KO, and let me tell you, this ain't no friendly sparring match. This is lyrical warfare, ego versus ego, and it's nastier than a love and hip-hop reunion with unpaid bar tabs. The moment KO hit streaming platforms, the internet turned into a boxing ring. NLE came swinging with subliminals sharper than barbershop fades, and YoungBoy, he didn't duck, didn't weave. He swung back like a man who's been waiting to throw that punch for years. Twitter threads blew up faster than a Nicki Minaj fan war. Reddit detectives started decoding every line like it was a CIA mission, and hip-hop blogs haven't slept since. And the best part, everyone's pretending it's just music, but behind the scenes, this is pure tension. Secret DMs, quiet unfollows, and managers trying to play peacekeeper while their artists prepare for lyrical homicide. This isn't a diss track feud. This is a generational ego explosion, because when NLE said KO, he didn't mean knockout. He meant kick open the door to chaos. And YoungBoy? Oh, he walked right through it, mic in hand, ready to burn the building down. Let's roll this back, because the internet didn't just stumble into this feud. It's been bubbling like a volcano for months, maybe even years. You see, NBA YoungBoy and NLE The Great have always walked that thin, dangerous line between respect and rivalry. It's that unspoken competition that every new generation of rappers goes through. One side claiming authenticity, the other claiming energy. But when NLE dropped KO, that quiet tension went full. Nuclear. The track didn't even need a name drop. The lyrics said everything. NLE rapped with that sly, knowing tone. The kind where every word feels like a wink and a threat at the same time. He didn't say YoungBoy, but he might as well have screamed it in all caps. He talked about rappers acting tough from inside their mansions, claiming streets they don't walk on, and playing victim while their own crew moves shady. The internet instantly connected the dots, and the memes came faster than Blueface's next headline. Within hours, TikTok was flooded with split-screen reactions. Half the users were screaming, "He dissed YoungBoy," while the other half were dissecting bars like they were scientists in a lyrical lab. It wasn't subtle, it was surgical. And for someone like YoungBoy, who's built an entire empire on raw authenticity, being questioned publicly like that, that's war talk. Now, for context, these two haven't exactly been on good terms for a while. There's been that awkward silence between their camps, some alleged behind-the-scenes friction, and of course, fans instigating it all like digital referees with no chill. Remember that time fans flooded NLE's comments saying, "You scared of YB?" Yeah, that wasn't just trolling. It was a seed being planted. And KO was the harvest. When KO dropped, YoungBoy's fanbase, the ever-loyal, never-broke-again army, mobilized like it was DEFCON 1. They filled comment sections with snake emojis, clown memes, and bar-for-bar translations, proving every lyric was aimed at YB. The energy was wild. But here's the twist. YoungBoy didn't respond immediately. He went silent, dead silent. And that silence was terrifying, because if there's one thing YB fans know, it's that when he's quiet, he's plotting. Then, out of nowhere, that silence broke like thunder. Late at night, a mysterious snippet surfaced on social media. No official post, no caption, no tag. Just YoungBoy's unmistakable voice snarling, "You throw shots, better duck when I aim mine." The snippet was barely 20 seconds long, but the internet went into cardiac arrest. That one line was enough to confirm what everyone feared. YB wasn't ignoring KO. He was loading the clip. Within minutes, reaction channels were live. Twitter was trending YB versus NLE, and even mainstream outlets started covering it like it was breaking news. Complex XXL, The Shade Room, everyone jumped in. And the fans, they were treating it like a heavyweight fight. People were comparing it to Drake versus Meek Mill levels of pettiness. Except this one had way more raw energy and way fewer PR managers. Here's the irony. NLE probably thought KO would be a flex moment, a way to remind the rap world that he's not just catchy hooks and TikTok swagger. But he accidentally poked the bear, and YoungBoy's not just any bear. He's the kind that doesn't hibernate, doesn't forgive, and definitely doesn't forget. Behind the scenes, sources close to both camps hinted that there'd been tension brewing even before this track. Allegedly, a few industry folks tried to get both artists on the same project last year, but YB's camp ghosted the idea completely. NLE reportedly took that personally, Felt like it was a snub, like YB was acting too big. And now, KO sounded like revenge disguised as rhythm. But what makes this feud so hypnotic is how both artists move differently. YoungBoy plays the game like chess. Every move is quiet until it's catastrophic. NLE, on the other hand, plays like dodgeball, loud, fast, and chaotic. So, when you put those two energies in the same digital arena, it's guaranteed to explode. The most insane part? Fans started discovering that KO wasn't even supposed to drop that week. It leaked early, and some believe that was intentional. Conspiracy theories took over Reddit like wildfire. Some swore NLE's team leaked it on purpose to bait YB into responding before his album cycle. Others thought it was a power play, a test to see if YoungBoy would bite. Well, spoiler alert, he bit. Hours after the snippet of YB's response went viral, one of his producers teased a track titled Counterpunch. Yeah, Counterpunch. The name alone sent shockwaves through the fan base. It was like an open challenge, a lyrical declaration of war. The title trended before the song even existed. And here's where things got downright cinematic. Screenshots started circulating allegedly showing NLE's group chat reacting to YB's snippet. Supposedly, someone from his camp wrote, "We knew he'd take the bait." Fans went crazy. If that's real, then this wasn't a coincidence. This was a setup. But see, here's the thing with YoungBoy. You can bait him, but you can't predict him. He doesn't do controlled responses. He does emotional earthquakes. He'll say things people won't forget, even when they try to move on. So, when fans heard that a full diss might drop at midnight, the internet went into preemptive meltdown. Reaction channels were scheduling premieres, podcasts were planning emergency live streams, and even rival rappers were quietly watching from the shadows, ready to pick sides. By the time the clock hit 12, everyone was refreshing their feeds like they were waiting for the Super Bowl. And when Counterpunch hit, chaos. It wasn't a diss, it was a demolition. YB didn't just respond to NLE, he dismantled him. He mocked the KO title, flipped it into, "You can't knock out what don't fall." He took NLE's flow and twisted it into a parody so cold that fans said it felt illegal to laugh that hard. YB called out fake loyalty, industry clones, and rappers trying to trend off his silence. It wasn't just lyrical heat. It was psychological warfare. Within hours, the song climbed trending charts, clips flooded TikTok, and fans were treating every line like scripture. And that's when you realize, this isn't just another rap beef. This is a cultural moment. It's two generations of internet-fueled hip-hop clashing in real time, where every lyric becomes a tweet, every reaction becomes a meme, and every silence becomes suspicion. Because in today's rap world, the music's not the weapon, the internet is. And NBA YoungBoy just proved he knows how to use it better than anyone. By sunrise, the internet was split into two warring nations, Team YB and Team NLE. Twitter was basically a virtual boxing arena where memes replaced punches. On one side, YoungBoy's fans were throwing knockout edits, looping that "you can't knock out what don't fall" bar like it was scripture. On the other, NLE's squad clung to KO like it was the Declaration of Independence. But this wasn't just fans going crazy. The whole hip-hop ecosystem caught fire. Reaction channels were doing emergency live streams. TikTok detectives made flowchart breakdowns explaining the psychological warfare behind every YB lyric. Reddit threads hit 2,000 comments deep, debating who threw the first lyrical jab. Even Rolling Loud's official page dropped a cryptic tweet: "If these two perform on the same night, we bring riot gear." Then came the celebrity commentary. Lil Durk tweeted a simple pair of boxing glove emojis, no context, no names, and the internet went feral. Akademiks posted a poll titled, "Who's winning this digital deathmatch?" with the caption, "Somebody's ego not making it out alive." Boozy went live ranting, "I love both them boys, but they better keep it on wax, not in traffic." That one sentence became a trending sound clip with over 200k TikToks in 24 hours. Meanwhile, NLE The Great was basking in the spotlight. He posted a photo captioned, "KO landed perfectly. No rematch." Petty, absolutely. But subtlety isn't exactly his brand. Fans flooded his comments with boxing gloves and crown emojis until YoungBoy's supporters invaded the post like a digital stampede. Within minutes, it turned into the wildest comment section war since Nicki and Cardi went shoe shopping in New York. Now here's where things really spiraled. YouTube music reactors started analyzing YB's counterpunch frame by frame, like it was Zack Snyder's Justice League. One reactor paused at 1:14 and whispered, "Yo, listen to that ad-lib in the background. That's a direct jab at NLE's flow pattern." Others claimed to hear secret messages in reversed audio. The paranoia level, off the charts. But the true chaos erupted when an unreleased snippet from NLE The Great leaked, supposedly titled Revenge of the Rookie. The snippet was barely 40 seconds, but it was venomous. The man said, "He talk like he God, but his kingdom renting, say he real, but his views been thinning." Twitter nearly combusted. Fans screamed, "Oh no, NLE fired back," but plot twist. Within hours, his manager denied it, claiming it wasn't new. Nobody believed him. And as if that wasn't messy enough, YB's younger brother jumped into the mix with his own live stream. He laughed and said, "They think KO hurt us? Man, we training for the trilogy." Boom. That one quote turned into instant meme gold. Every fan page reposted it with captions like "The YB Cinematic Universe Phase 3. Even brands started trolling. A boxing gym tweeted, "We're offering free lessons to all rappers named after letters." Spotify's rap playlist description quietly changed to "Play these tracks before someone drops another diss." The internet had officially turned this feud into a full-blown reality show. But while everyone else was laughing, industry insiders started whispering that this feud might not be just about lyrics. Word on the street was that both rappers were in talks with the same festival circuit for headliner spots, and their teams clashed behind the scenes. Some insiders claimed NLE's people got the better deal. Others said YB pulled out at the last second out of creative differences. Translation: ego warfare turned corporate. At this point, the drama had mutated into a cultural event. Think Drake versus Pusha T meets WWE SmackDown. Even old school rappers started chiming in with fake wisdom like, "Back in our day, beefs ended with respect. Sure, uncle." Tell that to the comment section, where 14-year-olds are photoshopping YB knocking out NLE in a cartoon ring. The sheer speed of the chaos was mesmerizing. One minute, a meme of NLE's face photoshopped onto a boxing dummy went viral. The next, YB's mugshot resurfaced with the caption, "This man fights charges and rappers." It was the Super Bowl of pettiness, and everyone had front row seats. Then came the twist. A well-known producer, who's worked with both artists, tweeted something cryptic. "If you all knew what's coming next, you'd stop picking sides." Instantly, theories exploded. Was there a secret collab brewing? A staged feud? A joint album drop to break the internet? Fans were torn between disbelief and pure excitement. But then YB posted a photo of himself in the studio with the caption, "Still punching." That erased any hopes of peace. No collab, just more ammo. Rumors began swirling that he'd recorded 3 full tracks aimed at NLE, each nastier than the last. Some insiders even claimed that one track name was Final Round. And NLE, he responded in true internet fashion by going live mid-workout, punching the air like Rocky Balboa, shouting, "They want smoke till the ring closes." It was part performance, part trolling, part marketing genius. Comments flooded in, half cheering, half roasting. One viral comment read, "Bro training for Spotify streams, not survival." As the feud raged, YouTube commentary channels milked it like it was a gold mine. Titles like "YB just ended NLE's career, receipts inside," and "The secret meaning behind KO, shocking," flooded everyone's recommendations. Reaction thumbnails had fire emojis, boxing gloves, and YB's angry face frozen mid-bar. Every creator wanted a slice of the chaos. By midweek, the beef had transcended rap and entered meme legend status. Fan edits were splicing clips of both rappers over Creed 3 trailers. TikTok dancers were choreographing routines to counterpunch. Even Snoop Dogg joked on his podcast, "I'm too old for this soap opera. Somebody call Maury to see who's the real champ." The world had turned 2 diss tracks into an Olympic event, but under the memes and madness, something deeper was happening. Both artists were feeding off the energy, strategically. Every post, every leak, every reaction was fueling streams, headlines, and engagement. It was no longer just about bars. It was about brand dominance. And let's be real, neither of them was losing. YB had the streets and digital loyalty locked down. NLE had the charisma, the TikTok clout, and that bold confidence that sells records. It was 2 kings playing different games, one ruled by emotion, the other by entertainment. Still, everyone knew it couldn't last forever. The tension was too big, the spotlight too bright. You could feel it. This was heading toward a breaking point. Something had to give, because when two egos this big collide, there's never just one winner. There's always fallout, always betrayal, always a twist waiting in the shadows. And trust me, the next move, it would change both their careers forever. By the time the dust settled, you could feel it. That uneasy calm that always comes before the next viral explosion. The internet wasn't done talking. Everyone was watching NBA YoungBoy and NLE The Great like two ticking time bombs waiting to see who'd go off first. The streams were climbing. The blogs were spinning headlines, and fans were sharpening their pitchforks. Every tweet, every emoji, every subtle post became a clue in the world's messiest hip-hop whodunit. Even when both rappers went quiet, the silence itself became suspicious. In this era, silence isn't peace, it's plotting. Then it happened. Out of nowhere, YoungBoy's YouTube channel dropped a black screen video titled The Count. No thumbnail, no promotion, no rollout, just pure chaos energy. Within minutes, it hit 500,000 views. And the beat? Dark, cold. The kind that makes your spine stiffen before the first bar even lands. The man came in swinging. He called it KO. But where's the punch? I'm still standing. That one line was all it took. It was like watching a grenade roll across the internet in slow motion. Fans lost their minds. Comment sections exploded. You could almost hear the internet servers crying for mercy. And what made it even crazier? YB didn't just take lyrical shots. He went for symbolic destruction. He referenced moments from NLE's past interviews, mocked his public peace and positivity era, and flipped it into bars so toxic they could strip paint. It was the perfect blend of poetry and pettiness. The man was surgical. But here's the wild twist. Halfway through the track, YB dropped what sounded like a truce line. If you swing again, I'm stepping out the ring. I'm done training boys. I'm raising men. It was subtle, almost philosophical, like he was tired of the game. Fans didn't know whether to cheer or panic. Was it a peace offering or a final jab? Meanwhile, NLE was watching it all unfold from his side of the ring. Hours later, he went live, smirking, calm, unbothered. His background music. The Count. Yeah, the audacity. He didn't flinch once, just said, he wanted a fight, I wanted numbers. Guess we both won. That single sentence? Pure marketing genius. He turned an all-out lyrical war into a flex about analytics. That's when it hit everyone. This wasn't just beef. It was strategy. Two rap giants playing the algorithm like a piano. Each diss meant streams, every reaction meant headlines, and every meme meant exposure. It was chaos monetized. But underneath all the laughter, the tension still lingered. Some industry voices started worrying that it could spill into the streets. DJs began pulling both artists' songs from shared playlists to avoid drama overlap. Promoters quietly cancelled shows that might have featured both. Even streaming platforms allegedly reached out to both labels, suggesting cool-off periods. That's when you know it's serious, when corporate starts sweating. Still, the culture was eating it up. The numbers didn't lie. Both KO and Counterpunch were sitting comfortably on trending charts. Reaction videos had millions of views. Fans were editing fake fight posters, adding taglines like, "The real rap rumble, winner takes the internet." And then, as if the universe wanted one last laugh, the two rappers posted eerily similar tweets at the exact same minute. YoungBoy wrote, "Real ones don't need closure." NLE posted, "Closure overrated. Streams ain't." Fans went insane. Was it shade? Coincidence? Collab? Theories flew like confetti. Some thought the two had secretly squashed the beef. Others swore it was the calm before round 3. Reaction channels broke down timestamps like forensic analysts, syncing their posts frame by frame. The obsession was unreal. Even bigger names began weighing in. Meek Mill tweeted, "They both winning. You're just too busy choosing sides." Lil Baby dropped a cryptic laughing emoji, and 21 Savage simply posted, "All this for clout." And it worked. The man wasn't lying. And it worked. The man wasn't lying. By the end of the week, both YoungBoy and NLE had crossed over into a new kind of fame. Not just rappers, but storylines. Their names weren't just trending. They were cultural currency. Every bar, every post, every subliminal turned into marketing gold. The feud had transcended the genre and morphed into something bigger. Entertainment spectacle meets brand warfare. But if you looked closer, you could see the fatigue behind the fire. In one of YoungBoy's later lives, his tone shifted. He said quietly, "They turn everything into a show, even when it's real pain." It was raw, honest, and haunting. A reminder that behind all the hype, this was still human. Egos bruised, pride tested, reputations scarred. NLE, for his part, doubled down on music. Instead of another diss, he dropped an introspective freestyle, rapping about loyalty, fake friends, and the price of success. No names, no subliminals, just growth. And for a second, fans started to see something rare in rap beef: evolution. But don't get it twisted. Peace doesn't erase the chaos. The story of KO versus Counterpunch became internet legend. It redefined how modern rap beefs unfold. Not in the streets, not in studios, but online, in real time, streamed and monetized. It's wild when you think about it. Two rappers turned tension into trend-setting. Two egos turned pettiness into profit. And two diss tracks turned a generation's attention span into pure adrenaline. When the smoke finally cleared, the winner wasn't YB or NLE. It was the culture. Hip-hop had found its new entertainment formula, part battle, part theater, all spectacle. And these two? They just proved you don't need a ring to throw punches, just Wi-Fi and confidence. Because in 2025, rap beef isn't about who's the toughest. It's about who can trend the hardest. And trust me, this one, it'll be trending for years. And there you have it, the digital heavyweight championship nobody saw coming, but everybody tuned in for. NLE The Great swung with KO, and NBA YoungBoy didn't just dodge. He countered, flipped the table, and turned the whole internet into a ringside circus. This wasn't just a rap feud, it was a masterclass in controlled chaos. Bars became bullets, memes became missiles, and we all watched the explosion like popcorn critics at the end of the world. But let's be honest, this is hip-hop in its purest modern form. It's not just about the beats anymore, it's about the spectacle, the tweets, the silence, the unfollows, the accidental leaks, and the way fans dissect every emoji like it's the Da Vinci Code. And when egos this big collide, the real winner isn't the one with the last bar, it's the one who breaks the internet. So if you made it this far, you already know the deal. Smash that like button like YB smashed the replay button on Counterpunch. Drop a comment below. Whose corner are you in? Team KO or Team Counterpunch? Let's see who really runs the digital ring. And if you crave the